Just want to show you quickly a rope retrieving technique. So this technique I actually applied a few times. A little scary, not just in the beginning, but every time you use it. But it's actually quite an effective technique. So this one only needs your rope. You don't need any other slings or carabiners, any other tools and equipment to place an anchor. What you need is obviously an anchor point. In this case I'm going to use this branch, but you can use obviously a rock or anything that allows you to wrap this rope around. Now, very important though, this is a double rope technique. That means you have to have the rope, you start using the rope and the true mid point of the rope. If you have a new rope, they often marked, they do have a mark in the true center of the rope. If you have a rope that's cut to length, like I have here, this is a 10-meter rope, you obviously have to work out what that midpoint is. But it's important that each side of the rope is equal length. You centered the rope, you got the true midpoint of the rope in your hand, both strain of rope falling down the cliff of tree or whatever you want to climb down from. Wrap the rope around your anchor point. So one side you got a loop, the other side you got the two strands of rope. Start with the rope at the bottom to feed it through the loop and tighten the rope. Then the rope you were pulling on, the top one in my case, I feed that through that loop again and tighten the knot. Then again, the rope I was pulling on to tighten the knot, I feed that through the loop again and tighten, and repeat that pattern 6-7 times. You want to get a nice pattern in the rope. Do it one more. Okay, so once done, you leave a little bit of length in the non-load bearing side, just to make sure that if you by accident pull on that one, you know you got the wrong strand of rope. So my left rope, that's the one that I'm going to climb on. Right, that can take my weight. Once done, I'll start pulling on the non-load bearing side until that very first knot is undone. You probably will have to pull fairly firmly for the very first one, because once you have used the rope and it carried your weight, with rappelling for instance, it will tighten obviously. And then I pull on the load bearing one, alternate between the two strands to undo the rope. And done. Just a little extra. Hope you enjoyed it, guys. See you next time.